Oh, question 4. Yeah, at least I try over quick going. I have a limited time. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I apologize for that. Laptop in a low Barcelona, so I want to open question paper mode for a phone one. Can you still see my screen or HIV?
Okay. No, I can see it.
Oh, okay. Can you go switch to? I want to switch to this one. Got it. Can you go on something that we can see? Sure.
I think that day ke di setting next direction.
Oh, okay. Yeah, re ka thoma jwale ke ilo inseta the equation ka mokgweleng ka gona from question paper o nang le yona ke re it's f of x equal to negative ax squared ax squared plus bx plus 6. Okay, that is how the equation is. Okay, then in Barry the garage I reckon we hope so that we can save time. The gradient of the tangent to the graph of f at the point -1 and 7 over -1 and 7 over 2 is 3. Okay, that's the question. So the first thing you read Ro calculate a gradient, the gradient of the graph or the gradient of the tangent. So if you're given a graph in the form of fx equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, but calculate the gradient. The gradient, it simply means you're going to look for f prime, meaning you're going to find the derivative of that function. The derivative of a function is equal to the gradient. So okay, ke compare question or one or the statement, and then the question says show that increase show that a equal to 1 over 2 and b equal to 2. So okay, we can start. Currently we are going to look for the f prime of x. Another gradient. So f prime of x was very nearly a situation like okay, control V. Let me take these things. If finally you situation is over f of x equal to ax ax squared. If we have something like that, but find the derivative of this function, you know, or you're going to take the power multiplied by a. So your derivative, which is f prime x, control C. The derivative will be equal to 2 or the power, which is 2, will multiply a then x raised to the exponent on the exponents or subtract 1. Or sorry, over 2ax to the exponent 2 subtract 1. I get, and then we know what 2 subtract 1 equal to 1. I get, so this leave it as 2ax to the exponent 1, of which you can choose not to write the 1. So the derivative of ax squared equal to 2ax. Okay. So let's derive the whole this whole thing. Again, renale derivative here, if maybe you are given something like this, bx. Okay. The derivative of something like this is b. Okay. So derivative here, a constant. Derivative here constant is 0. Okay. Okay, fine. If you agree, let's continue. We are going to look for the derivative of this equation, meaning we're going to have negative 2ax plus b plus 0. Or when we are going to derive 6, it's going to give us 0, so we choose not to write it. It doesn't make any difference. So remember that we were told that the gradient of the tangent to the graph of f at point -1. I get, the x value is -1. I get, this gradient at the point where the graph is at -1 is equal to 3. I get, so we are going to replace x by -1. I get, where we see x, we're going to replace it by -1. So remember that they told us that this thing is equal to what? 3. Okay. Okay, fine. We can remove this thing to avoid many barking equal signs. So -2a times -1. Okay.
-2 times
-1.
-1.
Okay.
+2.
+2. Thank you. So +2a plus b equal to 3. I get. So let's make b the subject of the formula. So ntho re dira ro tšea 2a right transpose. I get. E tšwela ile positive. I get. So go yo ya ka kwa e crosser the equal sign, it becomes negative. I get. So re tšea re iša ka kwa ka mo re šala ka b. I get. So go ra gore b equal to, or re ke ngwale step sele ora re na le 2a okay, plus b equal to 3. Going to the next step, re tšea 2a ra iša across. So ora gore ro šala ka b equal to 3 minus 2a. Okay, then we can say this is our equation 1. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's go to the other question. Remember, when x equal to -1, okay, the value of y is 7/2. So let's replace x by 1 in the original equation. So, okay, we are going to replace x by -1 in this equation. Where we see x, we put -1. Okay. So it will have a problem. Okay, okay, it's -1. So -1 plus 6. And then we were told that this whole thing equal to, okay?
3.
No, 7/2. The volume of y is 7/2. I got one. The gradient of the tangent to the graph of f at the point -1 and 7/2 is 3. I get, meaning that When x equal to -1, then the value of y is 7/2. Okay, sharp. Let's work. Got this thing. Here, this part only. I want to copy only this part. So -1 squared, again. -1 squared is the same as saying -1 times -1, again, which will give us +1, again. Then +1 multiplied by -a. -a. Positive times negative, which gives us negative. Okay, sharp. Then more. Rabale b times -1. Again. So if it's b times -1, meaning that the answer will be negative b. B times -1 will be negative b. Again. Plus 6 equal to 7/2. So the same thing that we did here by making b the subject of the formula, I want us to apply it even here. Again.
Okay.
So sharp. I subtract 6 on both sides. Go minus a 6 mo, again. Then I make a minus a 6. What I do on the left hand side, I also do on the right hand side. Minus a 6 mo, again. So this 6 will cancel 6. So again, minus a minus b over minus a minus b equal to 7/2 minus 6. Again. So on your calculator, you can give me or 7/2 minus 6.
It gives me -5/2.
Okay, thanks. Meaning more negative -5/2. Again. Then in Gamu, Rabale minus a minus b, but already b the subject. Again. So sharp. In the next step, Rogia negative a Raisha across. Again. Raisha negative a Raisha across. Or if it cross a equal sign, it becomes positive. Again. So Rorubale minus b equal to 5/2 plus a. Again. So let's multiply the whole equation by -1 for ring b ebe positive. B as the subject, not negative b.
Not negative.
Yeah. So we multiply -1. Negative goes into negative, very far positive. Then the same thing happens. Negative times negative, it becomes positive. So more negative times positive, it becomes negative. So rubbering. Yeah. Minus. More b equal to 5/2 minus a. Again. Which is our second equation. Again. Remember b mo. So equate equation 2 and equation 3. Okay, we're going to equate these two equations. No, equation 2 and equation 1. Okay, so what are we f/2 minus a equal to 3 minus 2a. Okay, let's group like terms. To the right. Okay, sure. On the next step, the variables on the same side. Remember what minus 2a. Okay, again. I cross a equal sign over in positive or a 2a. Then in Rabale 5 over 2. Again. Rabale 5 over 2 or cross a equal sign. Or what happens to 5 over 2? It becomes negative. So Rabale negative 5 over 2. Okay. So Okashimisha calculator war minus 1 plus 2 you okay. Minus 1 plus 2.
Impa 1, positive 1.
Or more shalaka positive 1a. Okay. Which equal to 3 minus 5 over 2 okay.
3 minus 2. 2.6.
No, 3 minus 5 over 2.
Oh. 3 minus 5 over 2. 0.5.
0.5 when you convert it to decimal. You okay.
Half.
It's 1 over 2 ahead. So what are we at A? We can say this is our equation 3. I got it. Then substitute equation 3 in any equation between 2 and 1. I got it. It's up to n. Or can substitute into equation 2. I got it. So on equation 2, Renalorin control C. Renalor B equal to 5 over 2 minus A. I got it. So really A are naka 1 over 2.
Right?
Really B it's 1 over 2. I got it. Okay. Error 5 minus 5 over 2 minus 1 over 2. Okay, let me try to do it.
1 over 2. 2.
Get 2. I got it. That equals your answer. I got it. Okay, sharp. I reckon something. Error B equal to 5 over 2 minus 1 over 2. I got it. And got a cross multiplication 5 times 2. Okay.
5, 10.
Get 10. I got get 10. So 2 times negative 1. Okay.
2 times negative 1.
So 2 times negative 1 negative 2.
Negative 2.
Minus 2. Then in 2 times 2. Okay.
4.
Okay, 4. Okay, I want to check something. 10 minus 2 over 4.
8. Oh, 10 minus over 4.
8 over 2. Okay. 10 minus 2 get 8. I got it. Okay, sure.
I think
10 minus 2 get 8. I got it. So 8 over 4.
2.
Get 2. So that equals your answer. Meaning that B equal to 2.
I think the simplest one key.
Okay.
The first one.
Which one?
The long run. This one of 5 over 2 minus 1 over 2.
Yeah, it gives you the answer.
It goes straight to the answer.
Yeah. B equal to 2. Kana, what was the question saying?
The question said so that A.
One must show that A equal to 1 over 2 and B equal to 2. So if you're given a question like this, I can fill a function and then they gave you a point, but at this point the gradient of this function at this point is so and so, meaning that you are going to find the derivative of that function. After getting the derivative of that function, what is the x value? Why replace a more than x in the derivative? Why equator lay the gradient? The gradient is 3. At this point, this question simply says the gradient is 3 at this point. So, ujia the derivative of that function, why equator le 3, but ujiri negative 1 as the value of x, we plug it into the derivative. Then in the next step, you are going to replace negative 1 x by negative 1 and then in y equating the value of y you are given at that point. So in this case, the value of y equal to 7/2 and the value of x is negative 1. That is why the original equation ka replace x
x minus 1.
Minus 1. Then after replacing x by minus 1, ka equate the value of y. I accepted this person. Okay, x, the value of x, which is negative 1. We are in the original equation, equating it by the value of y, which is 7/2. So a equal to 1/2, b equal to 2. So we can proceed to the next question. So I get from here or I get delete logic more.
I don't know if Mutwatsi unyaka udikopana already taking one.
Okay, so I can chola pele ka fase ga into very okay. Let me copy the equation, the question. Calculate the x-intercepts of f. This is, oh, sorry. I thought I copied. At least okay, sharp. I got the x-intercept of f. I got the equation ka mokgwa re kry-ileng ka gona gore re leke f of x equal to minus something. Re le a ke bokaeng kana?
A ke 1/2.
1/2 1/2 1/2 x squared then the value of b re kry-a le gore ke 2 2x plus 6. This is the equation ka mokgwa e leng ka gona after finding the value of a and b. Okay, fine. Now we are going to calculate the x-intercept of this graph. The first thing you can do, go multiply the whole equation by negative half to make the coefficient of x squared be equal to 1. The coefficient of x squared must be equal to 1. So we'll multiply the whole equation by negative half.
Okay.
So more multiply by negative half. Or negative, so negative, so negative 1/2. Then lagana more multiply ka multiply ka negative 1/2. Negative 1/2. or ebile o kana e bea so gore ebe simple re be minus 1 over 2 in brackets. Most you know what when you see brackets it means we are multiplying. Yeah, then multiply the negative half. So you can do that on your calculator over negative 1 over 2. No man, I made a mistake. We don't multiply by negative 1 over 2. Okay, let's start it afresh. What we're doing here, the coefficient of x squared to be 1. Meaning ro multiply ka the coefficient, not multiply ka multiplication inverse yeah the coefficient of x squared. Because it's so ntoro e dira mo ro tšea 2 ra moisa ka godimo I keep the negative sign and then 1 at ka fase. That's what we're going to do. So more multiply ka 2 over or negative 2 over 1 throughout the whole equation. Multiplying and multiply this one. So even here we're going to do the same. Minus 2 over 1 into minus 2 over 1. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So minus 2 over 1 multiplied by minus half. It gives us the coefficient of x squared becomes 1. Or we did so. Okay. So you can do it on your calculator or loring or shalaka x squared or x squared plus or minus minus 2 over 1 times 2 minus 4 minus 4x then in 6 times minus 2
positive. Okay, I calculator minus 2 over 1 times minus 1 over 2 in power positive 4.
Or minus 2 over 1 times
times 1 minus 1 over 2.
1 over 2 which
the first one.
Or go
I can multiplier minus 2 over 1. Minus 1 over 2. Positive 4.
That's impossible. I go something more. I got the calculation.
Okay.
Minus 2 I got over 1 I got
A.
Okay, so times minus 1 over 2 I get. So this thing is simple and straightforward. I get. This thing is the same as 2 minus 2 times minus 1.
Minus 2 times minus 1. Positive 2.
Positive 2. Okay, I fast. 1 times 2
Ke Get 2.
Get 2. 2 divided by 2.
1.
Go 1. So there's no way or minus 2 over 1 times minus half equal for positive 4.
Okay.
Why kwishisha no?
A.
Okay, sure. So I wrote 6 times negative 2 over 1 or for minus 12. Okay. So equation now should we but find the equation ya factorize. Banyaka the x-intercept. Okay. Abanyaka the x-intercept, you take the equation of f. Why equate 0? Okay. We both know what x-intercepts are relate y equal to 0. Okay. So we're going to equate it by 0. Then from there, if you factorize, if I factorize it, then you know what to do. Rushumisha the quadratic formula. So factorize the factors x squared and x.
X and X.
X and X again. So le minus or roba le minus and positive. So re minus kamo, then x plus, because mo o ka lebelela minus 4x le minus 12 or ring roba le minus inside the bracket and positive. It doesn't matter which one which.
Okay.
So are nyaka di factors tša 12 tše le ring ge re di adder di re fa 4.
Yellow red the added the 4.
Ge re di adder o ba re di subtract.
Okay.
Nna ke na le 6 aka ka boa ka ba le 2.
Okay.
O ka re 6 times negative 2 yo fa bokae?
Times negative 2. Negative 12.
Negative 12 aka re minus 2 plus 6.
Minus 2 plus 6. 4. Positive 4.
Yo fa positive 4 aka
A.
meaning 6 change be negative and then 2 be positive.
A.
So now array 2 minus 6.
2 minus 6. Negative 4.
Negative 4. So I want to know for the middle term, which is negative 4. Yeah. So re feditše ntho re dirang ga ntša tšo re ntšha dilo tše inside the bracket kore like re ntšha okay re x plus 2 equal to 0 I get
A.
or
Or
x minus 6 mara re ka remove the bracket ga di sala bohlokwa. Okay, x minus 6 equal to 0. X plus 2 equal to 0. Again. So Rajia positive 2 Risha across again. A cross a equal sign, what happens?
minus
Eba minus again. Or our x equal to negative 2. Or Rajia minus 6 Risha across. Eba okay.
positive 6.
Positive 6. X equal to 6. So our feature barely calculate the x-intercepts of f again. So dilo tše re di kry-ile mo ke the x coordinates of the x-intercepts again. So now we are going to write them in a notation gore the x-intercepts tša gago, your x-intercepts, which is negative 2 and 0. and 6 and 0. By doing this, we can now say that you have calculated the x-intercept of the graph. So it means you've calculated the x-coordinates of the x-intercepts. Ever intercepts banyaka the coordinates and we know when you calculate the x-intercepts, you let y be 0. So that is why on the value of y, 0.
Okay.
So
So
I get the other person was alone in this meeting. Or would you? Okay, sure. Meaning, oh, Eric or there's always an or. This method might be much more simple. Yeah. The alternative kushumisha the quadratic formula. I got or x equal to negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. Or from this equation. Or yeah, this one. Control C. After making the coefficient of x squared to be positive and equal to 1. So, arbo. A yarna. Kebukai. What is the value of A? A equal to something. Relability. This one I highlighted in Gabu blue.
Okay. From that equation.
From this one, I can read the first step. So, a fraction and the coefficient of x squared, negative. The first thing, you make the coefficient of x squared be equal to 1. I get. After doing that, then from that step, Kemoloro will determine your A, your B, and your C.
Okay.
A equal to 1. You don't have to sweat. B equal to negative 6. B equal to negative 4. C equal to negative 12. There's something alluring I want to show you here. A quadratic equation, again. It's always in the form ax squared, again. Plus bx plus c. So who determine the value of a, b, and c, or the plug quadratic formula. Normally a leng house x squared. The value of y, the value of a. So in this case, another 1x squared. Okay? Rabale minus 4. Yoba house 4x. No, yoba house le x. Kiona b. Okay? And then the constant one, meaning the one without x attached to it, get the value of c.
Okay.
So orarnali minus 4x, which is b are minus 4. I get minus 12, get the value of c. So okay, fine. We can find the value of x. X equal to, using the quadratic formula, negative b. B are negative 4 or negative 4. Or negative is from the formula, and then in the other negative is the value of b. Plus minus the root of inside the square root re na le negative b, which is negative 4, okay?
A
Squared.
at 11 minus 12.
No, that's case. Let me bring that thing again. So the value of b is negative 4, okay? Negative 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is, okay, negative 12. Okay, all over 2a. Enter this thing on your calculator. Kore like agar bana more na le plus or minus.
A
O ka no thoma ka plus you for the value of x. Then after o kry-ile the answer wa boelela wa replace a plus ka minus, then you for the other x value. We did it exactly as it is.
A
Umbuto lo go ya plus o fa bokae.
okay. Minus 12 divided by 3.3.
Wait, John. You must know how to use your calculator. What's what loring the rain? Ke ta recordela screen saka re ke dirang ke shumisa calculator mo phone, but I will try to maneuver something more. Go bontsha go tsentšha an equation like this, tshwantse o direng pele. Go follow with the same thing ye loring ke the same process ye loring ke apply more.
Maybe the settings check. Or in
You have to reset your calculator. Goring o tlo lose dimaraka tse dintsi because of a calculator.
that's what
Re ko sendele this video. O e dira kana ka mokgana o ke e dirileng ka gona. O e kry-ile?
yeah, ke green.
Yo fa o kana e dira ka mokgwa o e bonang ka gona mo botsoro fa bokae.
Okay, let me restart.
Okay, also I did so. I reach your pen. Proceed to the next question. Are you winning?
Very air.
Hey?
Kira be dirle air.
Why did John? Sendele barking a picture. Come up with Langa one again, something.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay, you got to know.
I want a lot of problem. Ya calculator again. We really most dead. So, cancel and to come over. Again. Then no the mode. I want a mode. Who's no the mode go what are you?
Ujala 1 year comp, 2 year that 4 year base.
What are comp?
Okay.
Then look out in fraction on Bojolo right ringa.
Okay. Impa 4 plus 2 10.
One out. Oh, I didn't talk about it. Let's move on, Karen. Keta trago nyakela baraking keta trago drela video ka the same calculator which mishang and you will see gore nga o plug this thing up. Wa bana ka mo go ntse ke ngwadileng ka gona. I'll change selo. Exactly ka mokgwa no e leng ka gone. The only thing you change more plus or minus, or either start with minus or with a plus. Then wa dira ya fa and le re go bontsha gore jwang a botse. It's either we be so. Wa bona ka mokgwa e leng ka gone. Wa press equal to ya offer the value of x. Then after getting the value of x, the first value of x, what we plus 6 will be a minus. You offer the other value of x. I'll change the lower. I get to read Rajam, but I go send it a video more. Or than do your fraction. After pressing that thing, your fraction. Wa be a negative. I get.
Yeah.
Wa will a bracket. War negative 4 it's all in. Then watomaka plus or watomaka minus or will a square root, and make sure what everything is under the square root. So negative 4 ebe in bracket with square.
Okay. That's how I do it. I'll also send you a video.
Okay, Shab, let's continue again. So the next question, calculate the turning point of f. Again. Can you go or yeah, x squared minus 4x minus 12. Again. Sharp, I reckon we copper for in case if I'm going to need it. So ntoro itira mo. This is what we're going to do. The first thing here the turning point cha graph. The turning point of this graph. Rogia minus 1 over 2 ramuncha throughout the whole equation. So oror moro shalaga minus 1 over 2 I get ramuncha throughout the whole equation. Rabula bracket. Again, we're going to open a square bracket and a round bracket. So we're minus 1 over 2 or dimaga minus 1 over 2 x squared. Ora roshalaga bokai. Get the same thing that we did here. Or basically we are going to remain x squared minus 4x minus 12. Again. So or mo roshalaka x squared. Then more 2x rancha minus 1 over 2 roshalaka minus 4x. Again. Then more 6 rancha minus 1 over 2. In 6 divided by minus 1 over 2. Yo fabukai. 6 divided by minus 1 over 2.
Minus.
Bagai?
Minus 3.
6 divided by minus 1 over 2.
6 divided by minus 1 over 2. Minus 3.
Your calculator has a problem. It's minus 12. It can be minus 3. We should measure which divide when. Maybe it doesn't even matter or which one to use. Still, it must give you the same answer. Ere go ngwalle ntwe ka mgo shantse o itire ka gona. Ere 6 aga. Or o shumisha this divide on your calculator minus 1 over 2. Then you fa bokae? Ngwala ntwe ka mgo e bonang ka gona mo ke. That's why it doesn't even matter gore o shumisha mind. Awa. Pretty, you are panicking.
I'm not
I honor you for minus 3.
minus 12.
You are going or minus 3.
Minus 12, no. My problem could be 1 over 2. Divide sign. The one that is between 6 and minus.
Sancho, all divider, you must be very careful of what you're doing. Scoring one wrong move or career a wrong answer. So we are going to the next step. I got this is the first step. Rinchiche minus 1 over 2. I got throughout the whole equation. Right, like Richard minus 1 over 2 Ramiakan Hagarabula square bracket, and then what is remaining? Rabia Karga open bracket. Okay, fine. So Arzolele the square bracket. So the second step, Ntoro Idiram Rochia Obana minus 4O. Roma Edera Baram subtract more my equation. Again, Mararenyaga half ya yon re square. So orar room Ederor plus in bracket minus 4. Renyaga half ya yon again. So orar half k over 2 must. Over 2. But don't forget what this thing we are going to square it. Again? Kerle ram eda rabaram dire.
Ram square.
Ram eda raba kor like recha half ra square rager. Half squared ra eda rabara subtract.
Okay.
So the next step mo we subtract. Kere ke thom. Ndri once ke bia bracket a isa nyako ya pele. So orar na le x squared minus 4x rar plus half of negative 4. I got square. Half of negative 4 squared. Squared. I got minus 12. I got minus half of negative 4 squared. I got the worry it more subtract.
Subtract.
Minus 4 over 2. Over 2. Don't forget what this thing is squared. Okay. Sharp. This one, this part, moloring re-edile. From x squared until this part, we treat her as an entity. Okay. Then in A, we treat her A. So sharp. Let's go to the next squared. Minus 4 over 2. We will look at a bracket and another mhanan will go on. Squared. You fabukai.
Okay. Minus 4 over 2.
minus 4 over 2 agar squared yo fa bokae ebe in brackets exactly ka mokgwa e leng ka gone re ke highlighted the part e le gore santse o e dire abana that part ke highlightileng e dira ka mokgwa e leng ka gone punch it as it is on your calculator eh e fa 4 agar so ra re mo ro ba le 4 agar okay sharp agro already ra tseba gore mo ke ga re o dira o di ma calculator of yo re fa bokae is the same thing it's 4 agar or ro ba le x squared minus 4x plus 4 agar ra itsolela in bracket agar ra ba le minus 12 minus bokae 4 agar okay sharp square bracket re tswalela agar so let's go to the next step 12 minus 4 minus 12 minus 4 ka bokae
minus 16
minus 16 or mo re na le x squared okay minus 4x plus 4 okay minus or le ke bokae
minus 16
minus 16 okay minus 16 okay ke ntho re nang le yone okay go ka lebelela this thing x squared minus 4x plus 4 I got king this thing re bitsa a perfect square trinomial meaning re bitsa a perfect square trinomial
okay
however something is a perfect square trinomial it means go ka factorize again if you try to find the factors x squared minus 4x plus 4 o humana loring the brackets are the same again okay let's try to factorize it or try go factorize again refactorize ngan refactorizer x squared minus 4x plus 4 again re ka nyaka di factors tja 4 re na le 4 le 1 again ra ba le 2 le 2 again 2 le 2 ke yona lo reng ge re di add di re fa bokae di re fa 4 again so gora re ka re factorize ro ba le x minus 2 into x minus 2 again ra ba le minus 16 e la leng ka ntle that is why we call it a perfect square trinomial because when you're going to factorize it like on a two brackets they are the same
okay
so into so re ka engwala jang like x minus 2 into x minus 2. Re ka ingwala as x minus 2 all squared. Again, so
Eh.
we follow like that. Or over minus 1 over 2. Okay, over 2 into x minus 2. Okay,
Good.
minus 2 right square because the bracket is the same. Okay, so minus 16. Okay, so the final step here we did multiply the whole equation ka minus 1 over 2. Okay, re multiply ka minus 1 over 2. Ora minus 1 over 2 you multiply the square bracket already yeah close again yaba attached to what is inside the bracket again. Okay, Sham. I like copy it or to need it. Okay, can we hear from also negative yo yes 1 over 2 multiply this thing. Okay, it remove the square bracket, but it remains attached to it, to what's inside the round bracket. So minus 16 times minus half of okay.
Minus 16
times minus half because it's negative times negative or over positive something.
8 positive 8.
You're positive 8 again.
8.
Then in 1 and 2 ye ke the x coordinate of the turning point.
Okay.
Then in this 8 is the y coordinate of the turning point or the y value of the turning point. So you can conclude by saying therefore the turning point you cannot TP equal to 2 and 8. Maybe in brackets something like this. Can turning points are
Then we are done.
yes, but there's another way in case you don't understand this one. Okay, but still we are going to find the same thing. Okay, equation A is so again f of x equal to minus 1 over 2 x squared plus 2x plus 6. Again, when you x intercept, the shortest way of doing it onodir ushumisha this marking this formula revicha the axis of symmetry. Again, axis of symmetry x equal to something, x equal to minus b all over 2a. Okay, and on this equation your b again get 2 again b get 2 again. Okay, fine, let's replace b get 2 again or minus 2 again, and then the value of a is minus half. Okay, that on your calculator on both your fabukai anaka mogana no ke ngwadileng ka gona mo
Impact 2.
Dofa 2, agar. Or are the x values 2, agar? Okay, fine. Let's go to the y value. Okay, y value more than x row replace ka 2. Agar the axis of symmetry is 2. So let's replace by 2. More over 2.
Yeah, but 2.
Then 2. Check on the calculator. Yo fa bokae? Ana ka mogana no ke eng ka gona.
Or 81/8.
Ay. E dire ka mokgwa o e bonang ka gona. Ska panic. Don't panic. You are not in an exam. Take a deep breath and relax.
And 2 to the power 2 plus 2. Let me put. Yeah.
Eh?
I think you said take about. Yeah, listen or 81/8.
Why no panic?
I'm not panicking.
You are. It can give you 81/8 if we relate on.
Okay.
I can even go further, I simplify this thing to show you what.
1/2.
Okay, I read the so. Mboche moki 2 square take bukai.
Before.
Okay, 4 again. 4 times 1/2.
4 times
1/2.
4 times 1/2. 2.
Get 2 again. Get 2 or minus 2.
Positive 2. Just 2.
4. I guess be positive. 3 times are negative.
4 times.
Negative 1/2.
Okay. I get 1/2.
You fa bukai? Eh?
Negative 2.
Negative 2 again. Or more shalaka minus 2 again plus 2 times 2 bukai.
Oh.
Okay, 4 again. More shalaka 4. 4 plus 6.
10.
Get 10 again. So garo add this 2 to for 10 again. 10 minus 2 bukai.
8.
Okay, 8. So 81/8 we get again. Relax, learn to relax. Okay.
Maybe.
So you for 8 again. Okay, sharp. Okay, 10 points at our TP our king K2 and 8. So when you will decide between this method and this one. Oh, shumisha efeng. So you'll just decide, but then the advice is the 2 methods because baganoring write the equation of f in the form y equal to a minus p all squared plus q. I get If equation or equation ya ta e le ka mogoweng, just know gore ba nyaka gore o complete a square, and this is the process of completing a square.
Okay.
Ke nyaka go ngwala ntho mo ke. Every time I get go filwe an equation like this, I get but y equal to a into x minus p all squared plus q. I get always the value of p and q. The marking the turning points, the coordinates of the turning points.
Okay.
So if p inside the bracket is negative, like mug renally -2, again, or o the opposite side. So if lori ele -2 or p the p value equal to 2 again. But then in really q we le sign ya yone.
Okay.
Mo the opposite sign, then mo we le sign ya yone get the coordinates of the turning points. So if you are given this equation, just know what p opposite sign or really x minus p. So get the wincha or y, so x minus p x minus p. If we were to solve for p equal to 0, again x minus p again. So what ka minus p raisha across raisha la ka
X equals
no
to my series across
like re minus p re to the right hand side mo 0 ro shala ka
X is equals to 0 plus P.
no, x equal to p. Simple. Just like when you are solving x, so in x minus 2 equal to 0. O minus 2 muisha across. Or like x equal to 2. But it doesn't even matter. Look at x equal to 0 plus 2 plus p. What difference does it make? Okay, so x equal to p. That is why I reach here the opposite sign. If LA minus p, reach here the opposite sign. Okay. But then if it's q, reach here exactly as it is. If it's negative, LA minus 8, which is minus 8. If it's positive 8, which is positive 8. Yebo. So the next question here, draw the graph. I don't know how am I going to draw a graph for the Morgan trick. So but then on the coordinates on a turning point and the marking x-intercepts. Okay? On the coordinates and the x-intercepts, and you have the y-intercept or the value of c. The value of c lowering the graph intersector the y-axis, or it gives us the y-intercept. So y-intercepts is okay 0 and 6. So you can use the information that you have to plot the graph. Unfortunately, I cannot plot this graph for the Mandwick. I'll have to use, or maybe nka try with a whiteboard. Yeah, let me try to use the whiteboard. If you were to draw the graph, using the whiteboard. Yeah, ngishimishe whiteboard. Okay. Okay, fine. Yo. What happened, Kant? Yeah. So sharp. Akabone into man. Legend. Something I can use to write. Okay, sharp. Agarwazi balorubali y-axis agar rabale x-axis agar. So the x-intercept jarana nganore mora rabale 1 rabale 2 or rabale -2 moki yaba -1 inchi yapi ichela pili -3 and so forth. Okay, doesn't really matter. So what I want to y-intercept jarana ka bukai y-intercept jarana ka positive 6 again or 1 2. Make sure we draw this thing ever straight. Correct. Now I can make it straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then in 6 as our y-intercept. And then in turning point are narnally 2 and 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see ya pain. No, that's about you kicking x axis again. Then this one is the y axis. The same thing will apply. Robale -1, -2 paid. -1, -2, -3 as it continues. So our bracket coordinates are normally baraking turning point ke 2 and 8 again. Or moy ke 7 again. Let's say 8 is somewhere more. Can extend a little bit. 80 more somewhere again. Okay, 8. So Arnale 2 and 8. So Arnale point here. I get hearing. I know essentially someone can get deleted this one. I don't know what's happening now. It's stuck in. Hey, boo. I can see white so it trouble swift. So sharp. Okay. The next point came -2. I get the other one. Yeah, about more 6. R6 maybe somewhere more. So graph ya you so you ya cross more. Ya kuwa. Mara shanjo make sure warring is straight, not in tricky more. okay, but it will look something like this. Then in moka okay label our 2 and 8, 2 and 8. More 0 and 6, 0 and 6. Then the moyaba minus 2 and 0. So your graph will look something like this. Ravale 6 and 0 this side. So that's your graph. What's the next question?
We were on 4.3. Now we're going to
reuse working. This thing is just taking me. Sketch the graph of f. Use the graph to determine the values of x for which f of x is greater than 6. Use the graph to determine the values of x for which f of x is greater than 6. Okay. The equation. Okay. The equation. When the graph is greater than 6. Okay. So let's just take the equation reader. It's greater than 6. Come in. Greater than 6. Then from there you solve for x. So from here you solve for x. Okay, level like a 6 6. So I just 6 right check 6 you cancel 6 like or horing 6 here to again. So rabale like a minus 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2 again. 2x squared plus 2x is greater than 0. It's greater than 0. Again. So sharp r divide the whole equation can negative 1 over 2.
divide negative 1 over 2.
Or ro divide ka negative 1 over 2 more divide ka negative 1 over 2 more. Le mo ra divide ka negative 1 over 2. So what minus 1 over 2 right divide ka minus 1 over 2 ro shala ka x squared. Squared then more are 2 divided by minus 1 over 2. minus 4 okay x, and because divide like a negative, this sign you change from greater to, but again less than, less than 0 okay. Who divide like a negative, but again the inequality sign changes.
Okay, if you divide by negative.
If you divide by negative or the inequality sign is going to change. If it was greater, it's changing to less. If it was less, it will change to greater.
Okay.
Oraro fedije go ka lebelela x squared minus 4x o ka nyaka di-factors tša yone go ka ere o e factorize oraro ba le x minus 2 into x plus 2, something like this, is less than 0. Then you solve for x. So oraro botse ka gore re na le less than or less than re bia mo gare, the minimum value. Okay, re ke re ntho ya mathomo ke dirang ke nyaka di-critical values. X equal to 2 and x equal to negative 2 again. So these are your critical values. This one is negative, then the positive one you the right hand side.
Okay.
The less than sign ya bagare. So raro go ba le negative 2 again. It's less than x less than 2. Family o feditše o bo etela matshwao a gago.
Okay.
So we are done.
Wow. Okay.
So okay, let's go to 4.7 question. The next question.
This is not 4.5.
4.5 is one. Is it 4.5?
But I think it's
Or we are going to do 4.6 man. So 4.6 ere. Hi man, why? Ere sketch the graph of g of x equal to minus x minus 1 on the same set of axes as f. Ke a straight line graph again. So y-intercept tša y-intercept okay. Y-intercept tša gago ke eng? Ke 0 and something, 0 and negative 1 okay. Then in x-intercept you by, let's determine the x-intercept. X-intercept we let y equal to 0. So your x-intercept or minus x minus y equal to 0. Agar we let y be 0. RG minus 1 we can move across. Ka minus 1 ra move across. Or o tšwelale negative a fitha ka mo dirang over positive okay. Or minus x equal to 1 okay. So the next step we're going to multiply throughout by negative 1. So x equal to -1 because we are multiplying by -1. Negative goes into negative alpha, positive, then negative times positive alpha, negative. So x equal to -1. So your x-intercept, renale -1, -1 and 0. Your x-intercept. So nale x-intercept nale y-intercept. Let's go to the whiteboard. I got on the same set of x's. So Ndrila, agree x here -1 agar or nala point more -1, and then y here nagabakai
Where like is zero?
no gra the y-intercept. Y-intercept or ke 0 and -1 okay. 0 and -1, so or the other point of then what did you join at this thing, but make sure it's a straight line because a linear graph, so it will look something like this. Make sure what are this thing, it's a straight line and your graph it's only yaga.
Yeah.
So ke ka mokgwa yo bang ka gona, but provided gore o dirile gabotse. So if we proceed, the next question in Ganeri. Our next question, write down the values of x for which f of x times g of x is greater or equal to 0. It's less or equal to 0. That's the next question. So, arabo f of x renale -1/2 x squared. I got we call or avoid on one and range. Let this part. Okay. Control C. Okay, but multiplied by. I gotta multiply this equation by minus x minus 1, calling k g of x minus x minus 1. It's less or equal to 0. Okay. Why is less or equal to? Okay, less or equal to. Is it 0 or? Yeah, it's less or equal to 0. Okay. So really like this. Like this whole thing, I got a multiply that other one. I got so sharp. Arabereke bracket A. AK highlight le. I got le A. Like already bereka separately. I got.
Okay.
So more divide the whole equation. Can I read re highlight lanka blue again? ka minus 1 over 2 e re bušetša morago gore o kry-a something e le goreng already e ile ra e dira ro šala ka this thing. So ntho ko e dira mo ko divider equation e ya ka mo mathomong ke ra e ke highlightileng ka blue akere ka minus 1 over 2. So ra re ko šala ka x squared minus 4x minus 12 akere e ke highlightileng ka yellow ko e divider ka negative 1 akere. So x over positive 1 le yena ba positive. So ra keep the same sign, which is less or equal to 0. So we can factorize Gamora factorize like a boo. But already say a linear, there's no need to factorize or on to factorize and cake. The factors which is x minus 6 into x plus 2 okay? Into x plus 1 is less or equal to 0. Then in bracket the critical values or x equal to 6 okay? or end x equal to negative 2 and x equal to negative 1 okay? These are your critical values okay? These are your critical values. So sharp are ngwala bots ka re shumisha less or equal to are bereke cheki separately and then re bereke le separately ka re bona re they are from the same bracket okay? So a negative you are on the left, so robale a negative you over on the left okay? So robale negative 2 okay? Then the sign rabale x mogare sign again rabale 6 okay? And then in end x rabale the second one for x I change a sign we keep sign is less or equal to negative 1. No man, x is greater or equal to right change x equal to negative 1 or o ka no ingwala so o ka no ring negative o ka no re negative 1 if you want to keep the sign as less or equal to x. It's either you are going to write it this way or ungwala this part okay? Ungwala this part, then the other part yeah but so you can put an end. It's either ungwala so or ungwala so. It's up to when.
Okay.
So we are done with this question, my lord.
Thank you.
What we can do regarding the second question for today covering ke to ba le load shedding ka 6.
Okay.
Ke ta o sendela link ya recording
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Was on a question paper more when?
A.
Okay, fine. Copy this thing, this statement. Error the graphs of f of x equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3 and g of x equal to a over x plus p plus q are drawn below. A is the y-intercept of both f and g. The horizontal asymptote of g is also a tangent to f at the turning point. Of f, the equation of the vertical asymptote of g is x equal to -1. Okay, I think I will copy the graph because we need. Let me just take it and copy. But before I copy the graph, I reckon we'll let the first question. The first question is like that. Okay, now I can copy the graph. So, there's the graph. But the equation of the vertical asymptote of g is x equal to -1. Okay? Sharp. The value of p. Okay? The value of p or robale x plus 1. I get more. Okay, fine. And renale equation ya parabola. I get renale equation ya parabola. So we dirang renale x value. I substitute in the equation of the parabola. You're the horizontal asymptote. So to determine the equations of the asymptotes of g. Already one we are given. See, the equation of the vertical asymptote of g is x equal to -1. Okay. So the first one you have it. Get one mark free, or x equal to -1 you are given. Then you can write the second one. The second one, Corey onale baraking onale x, the value of x. X we replace aga -1. Okay, so as long as requisition ngane equation learning x squared plus 2x minus 3 so ororo ovale -1 to the power 2 I man plus is it plus 2 times -1 minus 3 okay, to find the y value -1 squared plus 2 times -1 minus 3. Okay, fine. 9 per minus 4. Okay. So, karabanyaka into or y equal to -4. Or we'll plug a -1 more space inside x or shall I -4. So, roaring the equation of the asymptote x equal to -1, y equal to -4. So already it's about the value of q. We know what the value of q equal to -4 and moreover x plus 1. I think this thing we are going to need it. Okay, copy. Okay. Sharp. What is the second question saying? Second equation ring. Write down the coordinates of A. Agar banyaka the coordinates je to the moki agar. Mo ka lebelela A ke the y-intercept ya parabola ebile ke y-intercept ya hyperbola agar. So re na le value of C moki, which is -3. So re ka ya go this question, write down the coordinates of A agar. A re na le re na le -3. No, re na le 0 and -3 ke the coordinates tsa A. Oh, lebeletse from this thing.
Oh, 0.
Correct. -3 ke the value of y. So ga ba write down the coordinates of A. Godimo ga y-axis, as long as re le godimo ga y-axis, or the x value is always 0. So ga re le godimo ga x-axis,
the y value is 0.
Danko. So the coordinates tsa rena tsa A is 0 and -3. Okay, fine. Let's do the next question. Determine points of intersection of G with its axis of symmetry that has a positive gradient. This thing. Okay, sharp. Eric Copentrick in this second question could we need KVM. Mara tseba gore mo ro ba le x plus 1 ra ba leng -4. So re go compare question or kgone go bereka ka question re lebeletse. O kgona di bona lo tse mose. Determine the points of intersection of G with its axis of symmetry that has a positive gradient. So ga re nyaka barekeng the axis of symmetry ya hyperbola, equation na rena re y equal to plus or minus plus or minus in bracket ra ba le x minus p plus q. So ba re that has a positive gradient because mo ke re nyakana le ntho le it has a positive gradient, or we forget about negative, ra focus on the positive. So or focus go e le a positive, and then in ka mo gare ga bracket what do we have? Re na le x plus 1. Then the value of q is -4. Let's barekeng ebile bracket a di tlhokege man ka gore go tlo tshwana re na le x plus 1 minus 4 at like terms 1 minus 4 ke bokae?
-3.
-3 so ora gore ntho ba e nyaka mmo ka gore o kry-a lore y equal to x minus 3. Determine points of intersection of G with its axis of symmetry that has a positive gradient. So we get your fedich.
y equals to x minus 3.
Y equal to x minus 3 again. But banyaka the coordinates marking points of intersection. Really equation, yeah, the axis of symmetry. That has a positive gradient. So the next step, here we equate these two equations. We equate these two equations, which is x plus 1, x minus 3. Yeah. Or equate logic, but before you can even do that, Sancho the value of a. The coordinates, point of intersection. So RD on its own, get the value of a. Again. And I learned to look at g of x. G of x. So sharp. Renale point a, again, which is barking the y-intercept. Yeah, this graph again. And point a, gonna relate 0 and negative 3 again. So carry mo rabia 0 again. More spacing side. Mo rabia something. No, more rabia negative 3. Mo again, negative 3. Then more spacing side x rabia 0. Again. 0 plus 1 roshalaga ka 1 mas. And a over 1 kabukai. Or roshalaga a. Negative 3 equal to a minus 4. Okay. RJ minus 4 mishekaku. Minus 4 cross equal sign. Which will positive. After go over negative. Okay. So over minus 3 plus 4 equal to a. So minus 3 plus 4 kabukai. A?
Positive 1.
Positive 1. Or the value of a is 1. A equal to 1. Okay. So karo really the value of a. Okana ichia waibia. The equation. Or more 1 or 1 over x plus 1 minus 4 equal to x minus 3. Okay. This one's I'm going to delete. So also can you go barking dilaka fraction each? 1 over x plus 1 each. Or to deal with this fraction, go multiply the whole equation ka the denominator. So or go multiply ka x plus 1 again. Go multiply ka x plus 1 multiply ka x plus y multiply ka x plus 1 to deal with the barking with the fraction. So x plus 1 or cancel x plus 1 again. So it's correct. So sharp or shall again or shall aga 1 again minus r moving to or over 4x plus 4 agar minus 4x minus 4 times x agar yar 4 okay.
minus 4.
Minus 4 ro roba le 1 minus 4x minus 4 equal to le ka mo ke are okay re ke bente in brackets or e kgone go bonagala gore re tla multiply x times x ke bokae
X squared.
okay, so ra roba le x squared akere x times minus 3 ke bokae
Minus 3.
minus 3x because you're multiplying x by minus 3 so ra ba le 1 times x which will be positive 1x and then in 1 times minus 3 yeah for minus 3 okay so let's add the like terms we're going to add the like terms go ka lebelela ka mo re na le 1 le minus 4 okay gore ro ba le minus 4x minus 3 ka gore go ka re 1 minus 4 yo fa minus 3 okay equal to ra ba le x squared ro ba le x squared minus 3 plus 1
Minus 3 plus 1.
ke bokae
Minus 3. Minus 2.
minus 2x minus 3 again a re tšee e re iše ka kuo again so sharp ro tšea this thing ra iša ka kuo gore re ka mo the left hand side ro šala ka 0 0 equal to re ngwale this thing but remember gore re išitše minus 4x minus 1 across akere gore e change a sign minus 4x e change a sign over positive 4 1 le yona ya change a sign ya toga from negative to positive a re add the like terms again re na le minus 2 plus 4 yo fa bokae
Positive 2.
minus 2 plus 4 yo fa positive 2 again positive 2x and then ra ba le minus 3 plus 1 yo fa bokae
Negative 2.
you find negative 2 again okay sharp ara factorize and trick x squared plus 2x minus 2 if you are factorizing if nka try go factorize go ba le bracket tše pedi tša go tshwana which is x minus 1 okay is it x minus 1 or x plus 1
X minus 1 and x plus.
ayo ba so x plus 1 into x plus 1 something like this no I ka so e ka sa fa minus 2 ke go bona something x squared minus 2x minus 3 x squared minus 2x minus 3 yeah about plus 4x plus 1 so okay I see where the problem is mo ge re add the like terms ka mo re na le 1 minus 4 1 minus 4 yo fa bokae 1 minus 4 you fa bokae?
Minus 4 is minus 3.
Minus 3. Rena re le minus 1 instead. Then in minus 3 plus 1 ke bokae?
Minus 3 plus 1. Minus 2.
Minus 2 again. Minus 2x minus 3. Okay, fine. Let's take this one across. There are minus 4x minus 3 across again. Ora ka kwa roshela ka 0. 0 equal to minus 4x minus 3 plus this thing. But carry e across or you ba positive. Liane ya ba positive. Okay. Rasana le this one. Ora roba le x squared minus 2x minus 3 plus 4x plus 3 equal to 0. So our added leg terms renale minus 2 le 4. All the added of okay.
Positive 2.
You have positive 2 again. Plus 2. Okay. Then in minus 3 plus 3, all the added of okay.
Minus 3 plus 3.
Eh.
0.
0. Ora rosha like x squared plus 2x. Again. Are factorize. 0 equal to x reja x as a factor or ka morosha like x then in rabale plus 2 kare x times x or fa x squared x times 2 yar fa 2x so x equal to 0, x plus 2 equal to 0.
Okay.
So robale x equal to 0 and x plus 2 equal to 0. So more was solve x. Ora roja 2 waisha across. So okay, shall cross correctly positive. Okay, cross equal sign never negative. So x equal to negative 2. So only the points which are tailoring x is either 0 or x equal to negative 2. Again, then you have the two equations. It's either we look at this one or we look at this one. It doesn't matter. It will give you the same answer. So x equal to negative 2. Right? Look at la mugi. More one x replace aga.
Negative 2.
So or more one x replace aga negative 2. So minus 2 minus 3 okay.
Let me confirm. Minus 2. Minus 3. Minus 5.
You for minus 5 again. You for minus 5. So or remove x equal x is negative 2 again. Y is negative 5 again. So so x is negative 2, y is negative 5. As coordinates. So rabali that other one or x equal to 0 again. So I change I replace x as 0. aro replace x ka 0, so ra ro ba le 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 ke bokae?
Minus 3.
It's minus 3. So ra gore barekeng points of intersection tša gago ke tšana tšeo, re na le minus 2 minus 5
And 0 minus 3.
and 0 minus 3. That's your points of intersection. Ke mo loreng the two graphs di thakana gona. There ka bo. The other question ring determine the equation of G. Already šetše re dirile bua ka wa re kgone go dira ntrele, so ka gore šetše o e dirile and o e tšea ntrela ka mokgwa e leng ka gona o e ngwale, then o kry 2 marks ya gago. Bare G if it's 2 marks ba o fa 2 marks, ebile ke 4 marks. Imagine it's 4 marks but we dirile ka step se sa ka mo godimo, so you don't have to sweat o no e tšea wa e bea. So question ya go latela e write down the range ya parabola, negative parabola. So ga re na le question ya parabola rena ile so re nyaka the range of the negative. The equation R determine the range of negative f of x. Okay? So ro f of x re multiply ka negative. Re ka multiply this thing throughout ka negative, or mo ro ba le minus x squared minus 2 plus 3 plus 3. Then once I like that, agar ba nyaka the range. The range will determine from bargaining the turning points. The range will determine from the turning point. Or after ukren so then unyaka the turning points on mara ochia the y value. Or the range you come from the y value going down, because really so or into really more. Rechiere graphic. Rajia correlating this part ya kaku. Basically into Bible more or this graph is reflected along the line y along the x-axis. So the turning points which are number a very minus 1 and minus 4. I get minus 1 and minus 4. I get. So when we reflect along the x-axis, minus 1 remains, but minus 4 ya change to positive. So ke mo loreng range ya go thoma gona. The range ya gago correct over y such that y is the element of something. Is the element of Corey Barking 4 is included, but then in negative infinity we don't know it. So ke ka mokgo range ya yo ba ka one e thoma from 4, which is included in the graph, to negative infinity, which is not included. so feditše o bo e tšela matshwao a gago. Yebo. Yeah, I think we are done for today, and then re tla dira tše dingwe maybe tomorrow. Kore in 9 minutes time maboneta ba timile mo ke leng gona.
Okay, thank you.
So you're welcome. But get the save and trick, and then I will send you the link to the recording at this meeting.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.